hate him, Dutch. He's here for us. I doubt that.
Nope, you're just doubting me.
I would never doubt you, Dutch. You always said revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
This is the right call, Arthur. Take this. And this is about more than revenge for business long ago. They were talking about trains and detonators here. Cole always had good information. Come on.
And you think now is the right time to hit a train?
Now you might fancy living on deer piss and rabbit shit. I'm getting too old for that life. Mr. Matthews, Mr. Smith, Mr. Pearson, would you please look after the place? There are O'Driscolls about. Yeah!
No, don't tell me that. Because okay, don't tell your mom, okay?
Southwest, right, Arthur? Yeah. He said follow the main trail southwest. They're camped near some lake.
Okay,
please
let's go find these bastards before they find us and rob this core of their planet. What's that? Tracks. Horses, quite a few.
Don't know her, okay? No, you don't like him, okay?
Since that fateful night, April the 22nd, 6 games into the 2011 season. You don't get goosebumps on your forearms at this moment. I don't know what it'll take. Closure for both men.
It's Colombian, yeah. I'm making this in a giant gallon thing. It smells so good, I fucking love it. Drop Superstore next drop? Now you get stickers too, dude. That's what's up.
Yeah, for CP. Yeah, don't let Papa see you. We cannot see Papa. Yeah, drive careful, okay? Yeah, you should buy the coffee machines.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye. Bye 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 bye. Rex knows every word to that song. Every rapper does, I guess. Facts though, right? Josh, thank you guys for the 100. Can't wait to make more coffee. Yo, what's up, Derek?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, last night was really fun, dude.
Yeah,
Oh no. Oh no. Please tell me this is just a bug. Is the stream okay? Sliding was a little laggy for a sec. I got nervous. I got nervous.
listen.
Yeah, we back on that MB7 life.
Yeah,
It's the most talkative and most hype I've ever heard Rex. Yeah, he's stimming
the
today.
Rex.
I took a fuck ton of CBD this morning, dude, and I think I took too much. So I got a little drowsy after all my wake up stuff.
Yes.
And I'm just like,
Yeah,
right here, right here. shooting at though?
I don't know. I was looking at it. I couldn't see it.
Hi boys. Feel lonely or depressed? Download.
2 primary weapons and goes.
Go in there. See him?
They're right here. I downed one.
You should buy.
I think I can get an angle through this window.
You should buy a coffee machine.
Yeah, he ran like around another. Last guy in that window.
Is somebody on me? This window?
Hey, I'm moving this way.
Oh, he's in your building below you, Dako. Pushing you right now. Down one below you. There's one more, Dako. Down one. There's one more though. Out back. He didn't. Actually, he's not even. He's getting res. Got him. Dead. Team white. I'm fucking insane, bro.
Do you?
Gotta be quicker than that, Dakota.
Answer, drop me some sniper ammo.
Barely have any here.
Want to be quicker than that, mate.
Yeah, so you don't need to. You don't need too loud. You do not need.
I don't know, shoot.
Do you exercise workout?
How is that a body shot? Where are my bullets going?
No fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way. I cracked it for everything.
But notice that they're not bringing anything up. Oh, what's coming?
I'm missing everything right now. These I could have had fucking 5 kills.
He hit me with a throwing knife.
Right here. Right here. Right here. Two down there. I whiffed so many shots that were so fucking easy right there. He probably is rotating left to right now, yeah.
What a waste, man. That hurt.
Down him. One more right there, one more right there. Line marker.
He's one.
Finishing me.
One guy's down.
Where's the other one? Are there more?
You guys come up.
I killed one.
He's right there. Right there.
Oh my god, I just missed so many easy snipes right there.
Teammate just landed. His teammate just landed.
Go.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nice job, nice job. Yeah, let's get him in at silos over here.
No chance over here. You know what I'm saying? There's no more chicken, I told him. He acting crazy, bro. I said, I can't get it up. Throwing chairs over here.
I ain't feel that, but yo, nice tuning in you too, bro.
Ain't good. What up, Jose? We're all broke as shit. We're actually all broke as shit. What are we supposed to do? Yo, this packet lot shit needs to go. I don't know if you guys know about it. Oh. Where? What are you doing, man? God damn it. This dude had the striker, man. Where? Wait, hold on. I heard someone. Chad, this bug is so stupid. I don't know how many of you know about it or not, but this is the shittiest bug to ever happen in the history of bugs. Ah, he's cracked. That dude is cracked. I'm gonna push up on him. He's one. He's down. Get out of my lobby, bro! Oh my god, this striker is so stupid. Stupid? There's a growl here if you want with an MP7. I don't know if you guys are into that kinky shit. I need your money, Jazzy. Okay.
Did you have this or did you just punch the dude? I said, did you have this or did you just punch him out?
Look at that, we're broke as shit, chat. We're back to step one, chat. That's, oh, we got a team rolling up with a vehicle. He's dead. He's deleted. What the hell was he thinking? Wait, where is this? Oh, there you are. He's down, he's down, he's down. Get the hell out of my lobby! I got 3 spectators! Come after me! 4 spectators! Hold on.
His teammate, one's in the parking garage. Oh, they got a loadout, bro.
I'm fucking with the boys that are spectating me.
They got a loadout right there.
Yeah, I see it. I was looking through a wall so that if they look at me, they're like, oh, he's cheating! Where's his boys at? Did he get his loadout? Yeah, he did, didn't he?
He got a ghost loadout, I guess. I got a kilo and an MP5.
I got a Striker 45.
So we got no money because someone died in the gulag.
Mm-hmm. We're broke as shit. We're broke as shit.
You better make it up to me, man. I need to see a 30 piece right now.
Save us.
What up, Oliver? What up, Max?
Dude, this AX50.
Oh.
I'm already rocking an AX50 like that.
There's a car coming.
That's Bounty, that's Bounty, that's Bounty.
He's behind it.
I don't see him.
That one.
Okay.
Oh, there's another one.
Direction?
They're further back.
I'm trying to throw it.
Put down one.
Okay. Another one. Same spot. Fractal must. Nice, he's knocked too.
I'm top runner, brother, by those guys.
Baba Changa! Baba Changa! That's what he was saying.
Staircase. He's on the staircase or some shit.
That's all you. Oh, what the fuck? Wait. Where did he come from?
Yo, no footsteps, no dead
No, he was just ADS waiting for us. He was just jerking off in that corner the whole time.
That's weird though. I killed 2. That was a different squad.
No, that was the same squad.
Was the same squad?
Mm-hmm. Very unlucky. Okay. Fastest gulag I've ever seen in my whole life right there. That's the world record ghoulie right there.
Damn, bro. I didn't know Finesse went to gulag too.
What do we do here?
It's just you basically at this point right now. You got a crown and a heli at the bottom by the
Yep, that's the strat. Let's go.
Oh, then one to your right.
I'm taking the heli, getting me on the ground. I'm not getting.
I got it. Working. I believe. Keep it working. Me triple check. Alright. Looks like so. You just never know. I can't trust it anymore. Can't just assume it's working. But I've double, triple checked, and I do seem to be live. And Chubberson was first. He said, Jay right back at you. What's up? Hey John. Hey Nicholas. I meant hey. Yeah, I thought you might have. Jeez. Alright. I'm not gonna promise it. I feel like the nights that I promise dubs are the nights I don't get any. The nights I don't promise anything are the nights I get them. So let's just keep our expectations like down here. And then we'll just be surprised when it happens, you know? That's the point anyway. Appreciate you all tuning in so quick. You are lovely. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday or a good start to their Wednesday. If you're in my place called Australia, I wish I was there with you. I really do. So I'm here in Corona land. Oh, look at this headset. Oh, this song sucks. This is so rad. Rub it in, Molly. Rub it in, pal. Determined to beat you.
wondering if I'd like to be either baby brother or baby sister. You want a sister?
You want a sister? What do you want, Eli? You want a boy? What do you think it's going to be?
White.
Okay. Whoa! Diagonally.
Are you standing in the toilet?
Here's your coffee, Kaden. It's gonna spill. Start to sip. Have a sip, honey.
Did you know Geico is now offering an extra 15% credit on car and motorcycle policies? So what are you waiting for? DJ Khaled to be your motivational coach?
Yo, Devin, remember to brush in a circle motion. Put in that word, Devin.
Save an extra 15% when you switch by October 7th.
Chucky's back, bitches.
If you're very, very good and promise to tell no lies, then you will become a real live boy. Boys who are bent on following their caprices and will have their own way, sooner or later, repent.
Get lost, microchip.
Am I boring you, Andy?
No,
Kettle well.
Kettle.
I have precious little patience for disruptive students.
But he just
Especially new students whose utmost concern should be getting on my good side. I want those desks spick and span before anyone leaves. And you think this is funny?
Dinliyorsun diyor.
Go ahead, kids. Don't forget the spelling test tomorrow. Not you. Come over here. Sit down and get comfy. You're going to be here for a while.
But I didn't do it, I swear.
No? Then who did? Don't even think about it. No toys. Head down. Head down.
Promise I won't kill anyone else. Now open the goddamn door! Let me out, you little dick! Let me the fuck out!
drunk tonight, Rand? Yeah.
Okay.
Help keep your child safe. Search, share, aware.
Let's wait.
Shut up, mommy. Oh, what? 这路講呢度，這路講呢度，呢個我。
It was a great gig. It was going really well. We were done with our set, and they wanted us back for an encore.
Overstock. Everything must go. Live life comfortably. At Bathfitter Northwest, we value the one-on-one personalized relationships we've built over the years. With our virtual design consultation, we have one experienced consultant virtually walk you through the process and options. One installer who works on getting your new bath or shower installed, all done in as little as 1 day. We follow CDC guidelines and are always respectful of you and your home. And right now, it's our biggest sale ever. No interest and no payments for 18 months, plus an extra 10% off. Visit bathfitternw.com. Miners Landing and the Seattle Great Wheel are now open. We're home to the Emerald City's most popular restaurants, attractions, and rides. Come take a ride on the wheel, dine at the Crab Pot or Fisherman's Restaurant, and experience a day of adventure on Miners Landing, Seattle's historic waterfront.
It's pretty inspiring the way families redefine the word school this year.
It's why at Xfinity, we're committed to helping kids keep learning through the summer.
And help college students study at home, stay connected through our university program.
We're providing affordable internet access to low-income families through our Internet Essentials program.
And this summer, Xfinity is creating a virtual summer camp for kids at home, all on Xfinity X1.
We're committed to helping all families stay connected. Learn more at xfinity.com/education.
Today. Honey, we've got a clogged drain. We need to call a plumber.
Okay, but don't just call any technician. Call Southwest Plumbing. They have state-certified plumbers. Contact the Southwest Plumbing state-certified plumber at southwestplumbing.biz.
Southwest Plumbing, the one to call.
It's the inventory overstock sell-off at Lazy Boy. Hurry in and save up to 50% on $5 million in factory direct overstock. Everything must go. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
A friendship is blossoming in the UK. Check this out. A 8-year-old girl, this is in Greater Manchester, learned sign language so she could better communicate with her neighborhood delivery driver. The friendship began when she drew him a rainbow picture during the early days of the pandemic, which read, "Thank you." The driver hung that picture in his van, and that's where it still is today. Oh my gosh, I love that. Pretty cool, though, here, a spectacular drone show reminding people in South Korea how to keep safe during the coronavirus pandemic. Hundreds of drones taking flight over Seoul, lighting up the night sky. And look at these formations here. You got face masks, social distancing, hand washing. South Korea's population, actually more than 51 million, only had around 13,000 cases of COVID, less than 300 deaths. Health officials say that's because of widespread testing and compliance with strict safety restrictions for those low numbers. Speaking of, I know a lot of people are itching to travel with the pandemic, of course. A lot of those travel plans have been put on hold. But Travis One Airport is trying to get people excited in a very different and unique way.
And I'm not excited. I'm just going to be very honest. You can hear the story and you can decide for yourself if you would be excited about this. This is Taipei in Taiwan. You can go through security and you can get on an airplane and then you can go nowhere. Here's the headline, CNN.com. Travelers are going to the airport with boarding passes to get on a pretend flight. There it is, Taiwan's first pretend to go abroad. Tour kicks off with fake flights. Yeah, it's a thing right now. Most flights in Taiwan are still grounded because of the pandemic, and in early June, the airport posted on social media if people would like to participate in, a lottery, they could win a spot on one of these tours. 7,000 folks entered. 180 people actually randomly got this. There are two different flights, as they call them. They were chosen at random for half-day tours, so you go through the boarding process, you even get on the airplane. There are flight attendants on board. Now, you're not going to eat on the plane. That's dangerous, but you did get to have a in-airport restaurant dining experience. Yes, indeed, travelers apparently eager for any kind of experience in Taiwan when it comes to this because they've been locked down since March. Taiwan nearly eliminating any cases of the disease so far because of the strict rules put in place. Now, the airport, for its part, says it's doing this because while it's been in lockdown, they've been making all sorts of changes and upgrades, and so they wanted to show it off. But as for the 7,000 people who wanted to go to the airport and go through security and get on a plane and not go anywhere, I don't know what their excuse is.
I just want to make sure I heard this right. You said 7,000 people wanted to do this?
Yes, and 180 of them were lucky enough to be chosen.
Lucky is one way to put it. Travis, appreciate that. Thank you. I'm with you. Oh, man, that doesn't sound fun. All right, ahead we are talking to Allie Bradley about how the Red Cross needs your help. It is preparing for wildfire season during this pandemic. We're also telling you about the lawsuit some well-known universities just filed against the Trump administration after the White House announced plans to not let international students taking online classes stay in the U.S.
So Q13 News, relax in the Emerald Queen Casino Green Room. Discover exciting events at emeraldqueen.com. Emerald Queen Casino, entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Summer's here, and Washington Energy's BOGO window sale is on now. Washington Energy Services offers Anderson windows in the modern or traditional styles you love, with energy efficiency you need for Northwest weather. Update and enhance your home with windows expertly installed at Washington Energy Services. Save today with one of our best deals of the year. Buy one window, get one window at 40% off. With great financing and best-in-class service, Washington Energy Services is the clear choice. Call today for a free estimate.
America, we want to help get you back to it. And here's how, with the Ford Promise. Visit your Ford dealer. Finance a new, certified pre-owned or used vehicle through Ford Credit, and if you lose your job, you can return it for up to 1 year from the day you bought it. You can also get 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Let us help get you back to it. For a limited time, get 0% APR for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Only at your local Northwest Ford dealer.
Need new siding, new windows, or new roofing? Over 45 years in business and an A+ rating speaks for itself. And yes, we're an essential business, ready and well prepared.
Call Builder Service Company today. Ever wonder where the capital A of Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
To me, the A in Chick-fil-A is for above and beyond. I know that I need encouragement right now, and I know that our guests need encouragement. It's about making sure that they know that we care about them and that we're going above and beyond for them in all the details.
Call the experts in furnace installation, service, and repair. Bob's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Following breaking news this morning, the freeway back open now southbound I-5. You see traffic starting to get through now finally after hours of backups after a fatal crash. We have a live report from Omar Lewis at the scene. Adam Gerke taking a look at residual backups.
We are also showing you the new numbers of a record-breaking increase in coronavirus cases in the U.S. and the information showing how many lives wearing masks could save.
And the Supreme Court handing down 2 rulings just within the last hour. We're breaking down the judgments about discrimination in schools and when the court could rule on President Trump's taxes.
This is Q13 News This Morning.
Great to have you here on this Wednesday morning. I'm Bill Wixie.
I'm Liz DeWicki, and we do want to begin with this breaking news that we just told you about here, this deadly crash on I-5. We've got Adam Gerke standing by with how it's impacting traffic. Omar Lewis is at the scene, and Omar, you were saying that this area just reopened lanes?
Yeah, within the last few minutes, Liz, take a look for yourself. You can see the crews picking up the cones here on these southbound lanes of I-5, which, of course, for many of these drivers, great news. Some of these folks have been stuck out here for quite some time as Washington State Patrol investigated a deadly crash between a semi-truck and a pedestrian that happened out here sometime around the 4th hour. That's when WashDOT first tweeted this all out. We can show you where this happened this morning. Taking a look as those lanes clear up. It happened just here before exit 149, and that is SR 516 or South Kent Des Moines Road. That is where that crash happened with the semi-truck. Crews are out here with fire trucks. Washington State Patrol out here as well investigating. But again, within the last 5 minutes or so, those lanes are fully reopened this morning. Of course, good news, but several miles of backup still in the way here, both north and southbound. Let's send things over to Adam Gerke in the traffic center with more details on how to get around this. Adam?
Exactly, yeah, and as Elmore was talking about here, we see the cones being pulled right here. Started pulling those cones at 7:55, and at 5 this morning, we can check the tape. I said it's going to take 3 hours. Here we are, 7:55, 8 o'clock, pulling cones. So what we're dealing with now is still 2.5 to 3 miles of backup southbound on I-5 that will now start to flow freely. So avoiding the backup at this point for drivers southbound I-5, I say no. I say stay the course, go with it. Drivers north 5 trying to navigate through this area, now going to start to subside as well, where you saw 5.5 to 6 miles of backup. Is it worth getting out of your way to try and avoid this backup? Probably not at this point. With everything that's dissipating very, very quickly, I anticipate that this backup on North 5 will start to actually give way very, very quickly. You could still move your way over towards the Valley Freeway if you were far enough south, closer maybe towards, say, Fife and Milton. But even then, I think that's probably going to work against you. The effort that it takes to get over to the Valley Freeway, not worth the savings that you'll get just staying the course with I-5. So stay the course is now the mission. As we crest into the 8 o'clock hour, you'll find that the Valley Freeway does have that stickiness continuing for drivers getting in towards South Center, and trouble once again in through the Sumner area, right around the Pioneer Way again. Had a collision here earlier. The tow trucks on scene reblocked the roadway to get that hooked up one more time. So we've seen some backups again through Sumner and 162. Interesting. MJ, back over to you.
Well, the Weather Service tweeted earlier that it was the coldest first week of July since 2002. You're welcome, Mother Nature. Okay, 40 to 59 in Seattle right now, and it is cloudy out there, but we'll have some more sunshine today. It'll be briefly warmer and briefly dry. We'll be trying to hit 70 or maybe the low 70s today around the region with some afternoon clearing. Still below normal, though, but pretty comfortable. 72 for Seattle, 73 for Tacoma and Olympia, around 70 in Everett, 71 Bremerton, and close to 70 in Bellingham. So you want that light jacket as you head out and pack the sunglasses. Sun goes down 9:07 p.m. And yeah, we got more rain on the way. I'll check that in a bit. Right now, over to Liz. MJ, thanks. We are tracking more breaking news right now. This is a live look at what is left at Yarrington Home in White Center. This is what's left of a fire here. Crews have been on that scene all morning long. This is along 16th Avenue. That business was permanently closed, but really no word yet on a cause of that fire. Fire crews still on scene, working to really kind of stamp out some of those hot spots. So we'll keep you posted on what happens there. Also, police are looking for information after a possible shooting in Mill Creek. They say a 24-year-old woman has what appears to be a gunshot injury in the knee after she was out walking with her boyfriend. Unclear exactly where this happened, but police say it might have been near the Mill Creek city limits on or near Bothell-Everett Highway after about 6 o'clock last night. Someone going by there stopped to give the woman and her boyfriend a ride to the hospital. So police want to talk to that driver or really any witness. Call Mill Creek Police if you know anything.
New this morning, after briefly falling for a few days, there's a record for new daily coronavirus cases in the U.S. Johns Hopkins University reporting there were 60,000 new cases reported yesterday, with cases rising especially rapidly in Florida and Texas. The total number of cases nearly 3 million now, and the total death count stands at 131,000. In our state, health officials reported 435 new cases in the past 24 hours.
I told you, you want anything?
37,000. There are 1,384 deaths. And this comes as we learn 45,000 lives could be saved nationwide between now and November if we all just wear a mask when we venture out. That's according to researchers at the UW, the Institute of Health Metrics and Evaluation, predicting more than 208,000 deaths by November. And the green line you see here in this projection is if at least 95% of people wear masks. The number of deaths drops to about 163,000. During a news conference yesterday, Governor Jay Inslee showed this graph of an increase in cases statewide, and health officials say more testing is part of the increase, but COVID activity is also up statewide.
Meanwhile, this morning, expecting to hear from the coronavirus task force, we are told that Vice President Mike Pence will be leading this briefing. It's expected to begin in about 20 25 minutes here around 8:30 our time. It's happening at the U.S. Department of Education. President Trump not expected to be there. We will be taking that briefing right here live on Q13 News this morning as soon as it starts.
Mary Kay Letourneau has died after battling cancer. The former Seattle teacher was 34 years old when she began a sexual relationship with her then 6th grade student, who she went on to marry. It was a story that made international headlines. Letourneau and Billy Fualau met when she was a teacher at Shorewood Elementary School in Burien, and he was a student. Her former attorney says she always struggled to accept what she'd done was against the law. She served a prison term for rape and eventually married Fualau. They also have 2 children together, and her former attorney says he doesn't believe that Letourneau was a pedophile. He spoke about when she first came to him and told him what happened.
She knew she was going to be charged, and I explained the law, and I explained that there's basically nothing we can do. They'll do a DNA test, you're pregnant, and Billy's already said it happened. We're not going to win a trial. Let's work on a sentence.
Cancer.
Letourneau was convicted in 1997 of raping the then 12-year-old Fualau, and she was married and a mother of 4 when that relationship started. Letourneau served 7.5 years in prison for child rape. Letourneau is survived by her 6 children, including 2 that she had with Fualau. She was 58 years old.
Today, the Seattle City Council meeting to discuss cuts to the police department's budget. Now, we've learned that these cuts could be much deeper than what has been proposed by Mayor Jenny Durkin. According to the Seattle Times, Durkin's cuts were proposed before the Black Lives Matter protests and in response to the coronavirus pandemic. The mayor wants about $20 million in cuts to the department last month. She also said that she would address unexpected spending related to the pandemic. Today's council meeting set for 10 a.m.
New this morning, Harvard and MIT are suing the Trump administration to block new rules that could send international students home. Earlier this week, rules were changed to say that international students would be forced to leave the U.S. if their college was only offering virtual classes. Harvard's president saying, quote, these orders came down without notice. Its cruelty surpassed only by its recklessness. The 2 Boston area universities claiming that the rule change is aimed at pressuring them to reopen campuses regardless of safety concerns.
New this morning here, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled today the anti-discrimination laws do not apply to teachers employed by religious schools. So the court also ruling that private employers can choose not to cover birth control and insurance offered to employees. Both rulings are considered victories for social conservatives and supporters of expanded religious freedom. The court will release all remaining rulings tomorrow, will likely include the case involving whether President Donald Trump's taxes will have to be made public, so we'll be following that. All right, let's go back to you, MJ, who's following our forecast right now.
Yeah, it's just cloudy, another cloudy morning. Nature's air conditioning, it's 59. It's not raining yet. But here's our next weather maker showing up offshore. Just starting to see the radar pick up a few drops, and that's coming in this evening on the coast anyway. For this morning on Futurecast, it looks like we're going to see some nice thinning of the cloud cover along I-5 around lunchtime. There's our next system, and it looks like it shows up maybe by 6 o'clock on the north coast. Otherwise, very clear along I-5, clouds in the mountains, and then later on overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, here it comes. On board for all of us for the morning commute tomorrow, and then by the evening it kind of tapers off pretty quickly. And then overnight Thursday to Friday we start out with clouds, but Friday will probably clear out pretty nicely. So it's kind of like every other day we've got the sunshine coming up. Today will be a day where we see some afternoon clearing, close to 70 for the high today, maybe low to mid 70s in the central sound with nice afternoon clearing. A pleasant day, comfortable. On the coast today, low 60s, dry for most of the day, and then we get that rain mainly to the north late in the day. Over the Cascades, a slight chance of showers. That snow level pretty low for this time of the year, 7,500 feet, about 62 at Snoqualmie Pass. Side of the mountains again, 76 to 81 for the highs today. Ellensburg, Wenatchee, mostly sunny and not quite as windy as yesterday, but still pretty gusty winds through the Kittitas Valley, getting up to about 25 miles an hour. Ellensburg. And tomorrow, yeah, we get that rain that tapers off a bit by the afternoon, cooling us down with a high of only 68. 74 on Friday with nice afternoon clearing, and Saturday 75. This is actually what's normal this time of the year, finally nudging normal. But then late Saturday into Sunday, the rain returns. It will top out around 70 on Sunday. And next week, fingers crossed, we look likely to warm up and see more sunshine and dry up as well. So Nice shot. This is from Kelly in Port Townsend, Protection Island from Cape George. Look at that, the sunset out over the water. They're absolutely gorgeous. And if you've got a great weather, nature photo, go to our website, news13fox.com, which has a new look, by the way. Click on weather, you scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see how to submit your pictures for use on air. Okay, Adam, what are we seeing on the roads right now? I know that big problem in the south end.
Yeah, exactly. So we were watching for the difficulties into the Kent to Moline side of things. All lanes open now, both directions of I-5 moving through the region. You've still got a significant backup on northbound I-5 as folks slowed to take a look at things. Southbound, you're getting through much nicer at this point. So really, my advice to folks is not really to search for an alternative route, but just stay the course, because I have a feeling this will melt away faster than trying to get to your alternative route. Meanwhile, the Valley Freeway and 405 do connect with a little bit of slowness at this point. And again, here's that congestion we've seen on North 5 and South 5 moving in towards 516. 99 was another viable option for drivers. Getting out and through the South Sound right now, also troubles on 162 near Pioneer Way. This has been where a collision did have the roadway blocked earlier. Now tow trucks on scene still may have things a little bit gnarly through the region. We're also watching the delay on the Valley Freeway. Heavier out of Puyallup, getting in through Sumner, Pacific, Algona. Tacoma drivers, I-5 handles nicely right in towards Fife. Fife continues into Milton, actually in reasonable shape. There is a little bit of a hit and go, or a touch and go sort of situation closer towards 18, but really, I think you're actually still going to time out just right. 5, 522, and US 2, all of this looks to be in pretty healthy shape. No major complaints at this point. Noting that the Rockport to Marble Mountain route on the North Cascades Highway, that's unfortunately still blocked off. That's going to be a bit troublesome yet for drivers on either direction of State Route 20, hopefully reopening in the next several weeks. Guys, back over to you.
We're telling you about the legislation that California lawmakers proposing that would charge people who make fake 911 calls that are racially motivated. We're also telling you how the Red Cross says it's needing more volunteers and more donations as it prepares to help people during this wildfire season. We'll be right back.
It's the inventory overstock sell-off at Lazy Boy. Hurry in and save up to 50% on $5 million in factory direct overstock. Everything must go. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
I know this guy. I've talked to him on the phone. He knows his stuff.
Maggie, Jet. So nice to finally put faces to the names. Woo! You guys got the key?
No.
No worries, chill. It's probably around here somewhere. Probably under like a fake rock or something like that. Let's spread out and look around. You go that way, you come with me. I feel like you have better eyes.
Miners Landing and the Seattle Great Wheel are now open. We're home to the Emerald City's most popular restaurants, attractions, and rides. Come take a ride on the wheel, dine at the Crab Pot or Fisherman's Restaurant, and experience a day of adventure on Miners Landing, Seattle's historic waterfront.
Need new siding, new windows, or new roofing? Over 45 years in business and an A+ rating speaks for itself. And yes, we're an essential business, ready and well prepared.
Call Builders Service Company today.
The time for proven progressive leadership is now.
Denny Heck, the Democrat for lieutenant governor who's taken Trump on.
The truth is, there is a mountain of evidence Donald Trump is manifestly unfit to be president of the United States.
Denny Heck, a respected champion of fairness and justice.
And a job creator, uniquely prepared to help restore our economy. Proven progressive leadership.
That's Democrat Denny Heck.
Paid for by Heck for lieutenant governor, Democrat.
If someone came to you and asked, what are you invested in? Would your answer be about mutual funds and money markets? Or would it be mutual relationships and farmers markets? Maybe both. At Thrivent, we believe money is a tool, not a goal. And with the right guidance, it can afford you a life rich in meaning and gratitude. By gaining financial clarity today, you can thrive with purpose tomorrow. Talk to a Thrivent financial professional or visit Thrivent.com.
It's the inventory overstock sell-off at Lazy Boy. Hurry in and save up to 50% on $5 million in factory direct overstock. Everything must go. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
Break Breaking news just into the newsroom. We wanted to take you live to London, where there is a crazy scene developing right now. A very large construction crane has collapsed on a home in East London. I think we can take these aerial photos, this aerial video live full screen for you while I describe what's happening. So you can see as we pull back out here. So there's the rescue team. There's the fire crews on the scene here. So this is in East London. Initial reports were at least one person was trapped underneath this crane as it collapsed inside this home, but that person has apparently gotten out, has been treated, is okay. But look, you can see right there, look at that. I mean, that is a massive crane. There may still be people inside, we don't know, but there's the crane itself that is just completely toppled over one building and landed inside this home. Look at that, just crashing through the roof as well. So we're continuing to track this, but just astonishing and frightening pictures coming to us. Look at that, you can just see that it was just totally upended from its base. No idea if anybody has been seriously hurt in this or killed. We don't know anything about the crane operator. We don't know what led to this. The weather there, I mean, it looks like it's perfectly clear. It doesn't look like it's windy. So we don't know. But if I learn any more about this, we'll break back in. But for now, that's in London, in East London at this hour. Back to you.
Travis, thank you. Happening today, President Trump set to meet with the president of Mexico at the White House. The two are set to highlight a new trade deal signed between Mexico, Canada, and the United States. These three countries, that agreement went into effect last week, replacing NAFTA. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau saying that he will skip the meeting, citing tariff threats from the U.S. and coronavirus concerns as well.
The San Francisco leader is pushing a new bill to stop racist 911 calls. It is named the Caution Against Racially Exploitative Non-Emergency Act, or Karen Act for short. It's a reference to the name Karen, which has been used to describe racist white women. Making a false report is already a crime, but the bill would make it illegal to do so based on someone's race, ethnicity, religious affiliation, gender, or sexual orientation. And the statement announcing the bill listed several examples, including a recent incident when a woman called the police on a Filipino man writing Black Lives Matter in chalk in front of his home in San Francisco. The wildfire season for Washington typically begins in mid-July, but we have already seen more than 300 wildfires across the state. In fact, the Grant County Sheriff tweeting just moments ago, a brush fire just started burning in the Crescent Bar area, and affected homeowners have been notified there. That's not the only fire burning either. This is from the Department of Natural Resources, and you see active and recent wildfires burning right now. And because experts are projecting Washington and Oregon will have severe wildfire seasons, the Red Cross is preparing and looking for volunteers right now. Allie Bradley is here now with ways that you can step up to help in case of an emergency. Good morning, Allie.
Yeah, good morning, Bill. I know a lot of people are looking for ways that they can help in the wildfire season. It doesn't care that we're still in the middle of a pandemic, and COVID-19 really making it challenging for the Red Cross to deploy trained disaster volunteers in the face of an emergency, which is why the organization is asking you to be ready to volunteer. So the Red Cross, we know this, it responds to several kinds of disasters. However, right now in our state, the biggest need is in the wildfire fight. We have, as Bill mentioned, already seen more than 300 wildfires in both eastern and western Washington, and we still have months to go. So the Red Cross is asking for volunteers to answer the call.
So we're stretched thin a bit. So we're always looking for volunteers, specifically now that we've been at this a couple of months. We've got the training there in place so that as people hopefully will start to come in, we can get them up and going and directly into the activities that they're interested in helping with.
And they're doing everything with COVID-19 in mind and with your safety in mind. And because of COVID-19, the Red Cross is putting people in emergency hotel lodging whenever possible to maintain distance. However, when that's not an option, the Red Cross will still be opening their traditional shelter. So volunteers are needed for shelter reception, registration, information collection, and other vital tasks too. The Red Cross also asking for health services support in this, looking for nurses, EMTs, paramedics, other people who are licensed and can work in shelters, assessing assessing people's health, which includes screening for COVID-19. Now, there are also options virtually if you don't feel safe helping out in person. So if you're interested in volunteering in our community in case of a disaster, just go to redcross.org/volunteer today. Really easy to sign up there. And the Red Cross, they're really preparing now because just 2 years ago, Washington State recorded the most wildfires in our history with 1,850 burning in 2018 alone. The Department of Natural Resources was so strapped for personnel then that it had to pull firefighters from Australia to assist here. So the Red Cross working to be proactive right now and asking people to be ready to step up when needed. That's the latest here. We'll send it back to you up in the studio.
Well, hello, good morning. We're pretty cloudy around the region. We're starting to see a little window of clearing around Olympia right now, but cloudy in Tacoma, the Washington coast, Seattle through the Snoqualmie Pass over to the other side, Squim through the Strait, Painfield and Everett, Whidbey Island, and then some clearing over Mount Rainier as well. I think it's going to be very lovely this afternoon. Increasing clearing, and we'll top out around room temperature. Seattle 72. Normal is 75 though, so we're not getting there. Everett and the North Sound pretty cloudy right now. Seeing some clearing today. We'll top out around 70 degrees. A beautiful day in Snohomish County, Whatcom County, Skagit County. Cloudy in Tacoma right now, 54, 67 by lunchtime, and about 73 for the high today. Beautiful afternoon clearing. Already seeing some clearing in Olympia, as you saw. Cloudy on the Kitsap Peninsula, 56 in Bremerton right now, but topping out around 71 with some afternoon clearing. And tomorrow, cloudy with a chance of showers with a high of only 68. Showers kind of taper off by the afternoon. And Friday looking good. Morning clouds, afternoon clearing. 74 and 75 on Saturday, which is normal for this time of the year. Late in the day, though, overnight into Sunday, we get some rain and top out around 70 on Sunday. So kind of splitting the weekend this weekend. And then Monday and Tuesday, hopefully drying up, sunning up, and warming up again. Liz, back over to you.
MJ, thanks. 821 coming up, telling you about the fine our state is imposing on an internet service provider and how the company is accused of not disclosing all fees to customers. We're also telling you how we are now seeing another round of cruise ship cancellations. That's all next.
Q13 News Weather is brought to you by your locally owned McDonald's restaurants in Western Washington. Find your summer flavor at McDonald's and try a refreshing iced coffee, decadent frappe, or new icy Minute Maid slushie. Here for a limited time. It's not just a drink, it's a McDonald's drink.
It's all about quality of service. Service on 3. 1, 2, 3. Service! I'm Bobby Wagner, GM of Beacon Plumbing. Stop freaking. Call Beacon.
Have you been looking at replacing your home's windows or doors? If so, I'm sure price is a huge factor. At Renewal by Anderson, we're really proud of our fair pricing policy.
We're a typical middle-class family. We have a budget. We need to be aware of where our money's going. And the great thing about Renewal by Anderson was they actually had several financing options that were going to make sense for our situation.
So, let's talk windows. Our Fibrex window material is like the gold standard in the industry. It's a composite material that lasts longer, performs better, and is actually 2 times stronger than vinyl. Okay, so you're carrying this out to your back deck, but you stop and try to shove open that patio door. That can be real frustrating. The dual ball bearing adjusters on our patio doors help the doors to glide easily. At Renewal by Anderson, we've been doing this a long time. And we know that you don't want some hard sell sales pitch. We'll visit your home, see exactly what you have, and then give you an exact price quote. And we'll honor that price for a whole year so that there's no pressure. Let us give you a price on the windows and doors that you will love.
We had the intention of looking at different companies, doing some due diligence, and we started with Renewal by Anderson, and it was such a compelling conversation and process that we ended up not even looking any further.
We've adjusted our operations to serve you in the safest way possible. Right now, when you buy one window or patio door, you'll get your next one 40% off. And these days, great financing can really help. Get your new windows and patio doors now and don't pay anything for 18 months. We offer virtual appointments now, too. Make your home more secure and get a price from the safety of your own home.
We're going to go with you work every Saturday, okay?
206-536-2266. That's 206-536-2266.
8:23, just into the newsroom, President Donald Trump is threatening to withhold federal money from any schools that do not reopen this fall for in-person classes. Doing this over on Twitter,
because the
and
virus,
I can actually show you one of the
still
tweets
have
talking
virus.
about Germany, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, other countries
away.
able to actually do this, reopen schools with no problem, saying the U.S. should be able to do this. They're keeping them closed as a political ploy, basically, and the fiancé may cut off funding if not open. The thing is here, those are countries that have largely, unlike the U.S., been able to control the spread of the coronavirus through testing, tracing, and stay-at-home orders. Back to you.
Travis, thanks for tracking that, and we'll stay on top of that for you here. 8:24 right now, months after Harbor Freight recalled over 450,000 jack stands for a safety risk. The retailer is now recalling its replacement stands as well. The company said this latest recall is due to a welding defect in its pit.
Okay. You gotta stay home. You need to lose weight.
As far as I can tell, the only fools out here are us and them. They must be this way. You good, Dutch? Of course. Listen, I know you don't think much of my ideas recently, but this is the right move. Okay. You know I got your back. I learned a long time ago that you hit Colm O'Driscoll. Wait for him, and people you love will die. This feud between you and him needs to be put to rest, one way or another. It will be. Some things I can forgive, others I can't forget. What he did to Hannibal, I can't do neither. You killed his brother, Dutch. Yes, I did. I hope the bastards will be reunited soon enough. That's how this'll end. See that smoke? Let's cut up here and take a look. They said it was near the lake, so we must be close. Whoa! Hold up here. All right, gentlemen. This is it. Are we goddamn ready? Ready, Dutch. Good. Now, Mr. Moore.
Ina. Eu não consegui.
Yeah, that's okay. You can, this order for me, it's okay on Friday. You can send it on Friday, right? Yeah, you can. Okay, yeah, call order for me, please. Yeah, from the order 18 ring, weeks out. Yeah. Just name of the car's okay, yeah. And your name, sir? Roger, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Eu consegui. Uhum. come. Oh, she went to jail. You want to be choo-choo, okay? No, you don't want to be that. Yeah, she went to jail. She smoked. She got cancer. She went to jail. No, she died. She died in the jail. Died in jail. That's too bad. That's too. Yeah, people die. That's too bad. That's too bad. Yeah, that's too bad. That's sad. That's too bad. Nico. Yeah, public schools. Yeah, she teaches public school students. Yeah, old bad teacher. You old bad teacher. You don't want to get cancer about that. You don't want to smoke. That's why you don't smoke.
Mr. Bell, you two take up a hidden
She's a
position
bad
just
woman,
outside the camp.
bad teacher.
Mr. Summers, Mr. Escuela, you two hold position here.
Yeah, she had to go in jail. Go in jail. Yeah, she died in the jail, mummies. She died in jail. Yep, she died in the jail. Chokam. Chokam. Yeah, she go in jail. I saw that. I saw that. I know. No, don't talk about that no more, okay? I don't want to look at that no more, okay? No, I don't want to look at that.
I think so.
That's bad luck, okay? Mutaya. You were bad luck. She passed away. You were bad luck. Mutaya, no more. That's not good. She's bad. You don't. You don't want to be bad woman, okay, Nori? No, you don't want to be bad woman, okay? I'm telling you, you don't want to be a bad person. Bad person. That's why you don't want to get cancer. You gotta be careful about that. Don't smoke, okay? Okay, you make sure you don't smoke, okay? Don't smoke. You're gonna get cancer, okay? It's bad for you. Smoking is bad, okay? You don't want to get cancer. Get cancer. That's why.
They leaving? Seem to be. Should we go get them? No.
No, I don't smoke. You gotta be careful about it. You need to quit smoking, okay?
And much less fun to rob him and his score if he never finds out about it. All right.
No, don't
let's
get
go
cancer,
pay our
man.
old friends a visit. Don't forget to grab that rifle from your horse.
Time. You need to watch WWE. You're not watching. Whoa! You need to watch, okay? I'm asking you.
We'll circle around the far side and go down that way, same as Micah and Bill. Like you said, revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
Yeah, just wasn't sure you agreed with me.
Arthur, have you completely lost faith in me? Our needs right now are supplies, equipment, and a way out.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know. Be careful. Oh, I gotta cut this out. We cannot because there is not enough for free space. Come on, work. I keep downloading everything, it's not gonna work.